Hey y'all, it's your girl Jocelyn, and we're back with more Hollow Knight. Last time we defeated the False Knight and made our way back up to Dirtmouth after getting... I forgot what it's called. Vengeful Spirit. I'm just used to calling it the Fireball. And with the Vengeful Spirit, we now have a long-distance attack. So we're going to take that attack. You know, I should probably go ahead and beat up that dude while I'm here. I'm going to take that attack and we're going to go back to that other boulder that we saw at the beginning that we couldn't pass. Well, I guess that gruz is getting away. I think there's one gruz still flying around. We'll let it live today. Alright, let's take on this boulder over here. Alright, now I gotta wait for him to spit out a little one. And voila. And we have more acid. Once again, do be careful of the acid. You may see me hit walls. A lot of times, it's just force of habit. Do be careful of the bushes around here. As you just saw, they can be something that pops up as an enemy. What I wanted to do was actually... I guess there's only one way I'm going to be able to attack them for now. Those birds are actually things that you can get in the bestiary, despite the fact that... And I wasted all of my soul. Despite the fact that they can't damage you. I'm wasting a lot of time trying to show this off. Okay, let's try that one more time. There. That's what I was trying to do. Watch out for this guy. He, likes to explode. Even after he dies, he explodes. Is there anything down here? Another one of these guys. Oop. Yep, they can be on the walls as well as on the floors and in the ceilings. So do be on the lookout for those guys and be careful. We have another one of those guys that's the non-exploding variety. Nothing down here. And we have a hidden geocache, as well as a fool's trap. Aptly named. I forgot that fool's trap was there. And I believe the screen has a bench on it. So we can rest there if we want to. Now, it's worth noting, we don't have a map in this area. Gathering Swarm is really nice to have when you're busting up geocaches, because quite frequently you will be busting them up in areas where as I was saying, quite frequently you'll be busting them up in areas where they will be falling, where kind of a pain to go collect them. Now, unlike when they fall on spikes, they are actually gone if they fall on the acid, unfortunately. We'll let that guy blow up. And jump over here. And there was nothing over here. So when you see these things, you can chop the vines to make them fall down. Oftentimes these open up shortcuts. You can also use them one time to crush enemies. Now this one's a little too high for us and we can't chop it through the bottom, so we're going to have to go up and around. I do hate these versions of the flies. Oh, here's a good example. Mush. There's the telltale sign of conifer. Before we go that way, I just want to chop that before I forget. Alright, let's go over here and talk to conifer. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Purchase a map for 60 geo? You bet. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. Yeah, I think we saw her. I can't go any further that way. Can't go any further that way. Ah. I might have been able to do that if I was a little bit better. That's kind of a speedrunner tech, to use the fireball to let you get somewhere you're not supposed to be able to get to. It allows you to make your jump slightly more horizontal. Smush. What do we have over here? Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Take in the hunter's journal. Press the menu button to open the menu, then navigate to the journal pane. Defeat enemies to add new entries to the journal and decipher the hunter's note. Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. Okay. So, in our menu, we now have the bestiary. We have killed enough crawlids to get their entry, but we still need to kill 22 more vengeflies. Yeah, you'll see there's a lot. You had to get a lot of some bugs. We do need to go back and farm for more husk guards pretty soon. Elder Balder, that's what they're called. Oh, we've already got an entry for the shade, even though I haven't died. Yeah, so when you die, you leave one of these behind, and you'll only have half of your soul gauge, and your shade will hold all of your geo. And you have to go back to where you died and defeat your shade to reclaim your geo and your full soul gauge. And if you should die again before you do that, you will lose all the geo that your shade held. So that's another Dark Souls aspect to this game, but that's really where the similarities end. I will say, he wasn't just talking when he said the mark of the hunter. There is a mark of the hunter that you will receive when you complete the bestiary. Now, there are some bugs in the bestiary that don't count towards this mark, and I will point them out as we encounter them. That is, well, okay, that's fine. That's less fine. I guess those guys respawn because I didn't actually kill them myself? Question mark? Which way do I want to go? Why, this way. And we can get the scrub. Oh, I really don't like these flies. What are they called? Squits. Yeah, I don't like squits. Oh, there she is again. Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un. Do I want to keep going down? Yeah, I guess we'll keep going down for now. There's a bench over here. So we can kind of see where we've explored. Even without the wayward compass, you can kind of figure out where you are through process of elimination. Okay, these guys are just like Zelda style playing tennis. If you get close to them, much like the boulders, they will retreat. You can also hit them with the Vengeful Spirit, but I feel like that's a waste of your soul. Oh, this is an interesting looking place. Although it is dark, we're not going to be able to do much here. So keep that in mind for later, when we do actually have a lantern. Yeah, no, this is as far as we're going to go in this direction. I thought about going as far as I could, but honestly, it's a little time consuming to pogo across those guys over the acid just to go to a dead end. Yeah, that was a lot of hits that I really didn't need to take. But, I sure took them, didn't I? That's fine. There's a bench right here. And we'll just heal up. Alright, so continuing on in this room. If you want to deal with these guys, you need to pogo on them. Or, of course, you could always use your, Can I actually make that jump? Oh, here's the orbiting Geo. I could actually make that jump. But I don't think there's actually anything over there for me. Ah, these guys are a little time consuming to kill. Oof, I almost took a hit from that guy. Oops. Oh, I can't do this. I guess I'll come back there later. Yeah, I can't get over there either, unfortunately. Down here is another rock we can read. From moss and leaf our life is drawn, while it grows upon the path we shall never wilt. And over this way is something that we can't do anything about. Unfortunately. And I believe if we try to go up here, yep, we'll be met with a gate. We can get this geocache though. I don't think there was anything down here. Just the soul stone. I was not expecting that attack out of nowhere. I thought there was another geo deposit, but I guess not. Nope, nothing. Well, there's a hole that we'll have to pay 50 geo to get past. Unfortunately, there's no choice but to pay. You can see we've explored quite a bit more. And we got a couple of hidden geocaches here. Ah, slick jump in there. Do I want to go this way? Actually, I do not want to go this way. Well, I can't reach that guy. We have another stone up here. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns though. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. And if we try to go here, we are locked in. Oh my goodness. Quit spitting at me. There we go. That takes care of that moth, right? So we've got this area that looks a lot like the Forgotten Crossroads now. That transitions into more green path area. But if we go this way, we'll find some goodies. There's not a lot we can do over here, but there is enough we can do over here. Don't think we'll be able to cross that gap no matter what we do. But we can get that geocache. And this geocache. And that's really about it. Yeah, that's it. And we will continue leftward. Something's being very noisy. This guy's being eaten. Now you could just ignore him and keep going. And there is an achievement for doing that. However, that does actually lock you out of getting 112%, I do believe. For reasons that I'll have to explain much, much later. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and save him. I'll splice in footage of what happens when you don't save him, if I get around to it. So, when you find Zote struggling, if you want to get the neglect achievement, just keep going. Just don't free him. That's all you have to do. Now, he's not going to die instantly. So, like, you don't have to worry about if you're accidentally missing. You do have to keep making progress into the game. And at the point that he actually does die is when you collect an item called the Mantis Claw. And at that point, to get the achievement, you'll need to come back here and strike what he leaves behind. After you've obtained the Mantis Claw, if you come back to where Zote was struggling with the Vengefly King, you'll find nothing left but his skull, his cloak, and his sword. And in order to get the achievement Neglect, you must strike his head. The Vengefly King is not here, so you will have to wait until you encounter them in the Colosseum in order to get them in your Hunter Journal. If you do this, this does also permanently lock you out of a boss fight. There's another fight you can lock yourself out of, but it shows up later in another optional area. This one will not, regardless. So, you have to save Zote if you want to experience that boss fight. So this is the Vengefly King. It will swoop a lot. Often it will call for regular Vengeflies to aid it. It did not this time. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight, and not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. Yeah, so he is, not impressed with us. He's kind of a jerk, if we're being honest. So we'll just continue on. That could have gone better. These things are a bit obnoxious to fight. we have another stone here. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient, for the call to return. I hear a grub. Oh, we've got another moss knight. Oh. Well, that wasn't too bad. We'll open up that shortcut there. Oh, dude, that was so rude. I don't know why I have so much trouble from Moss Knight, of all things. Well, that was a good display of parrying, I guess. You're such a pain. But defeating those Moss Knights allows me to claim my prize of 3 geocaches. Is there something over here? No. Okay. And of course, if we had gone this way, this is over here, we wouldn't have been able to come this way. Well, we have a sign pointing to a stag station down there, so let's go ahead and do that. This episode's running up a little bit long anyway. And, I do think before I actually do go to the stag station, I will do something down here real quick. This is actually the top side of a screen we were at earlier. And I just wanted to go ahead and open this side up. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a fool trap there. Well then. But now that that's opened up, we can freely traverse this side. I believe there's more fool traps over here. get them taken care of. Of course they'll come back as soon as I rest at the bench. Go ahead and activate the toll machine for 140 geo. My, this place is much changed since I last saw it. The greenery grows so wild. The station's like to be consumed by it. And that's all he had to say about Greenpath. And now we've got quite a bit filled in here. But this is where we are going to end this episode off. This is Hollow Knight. I am Jocelyn. If you liked what you saw, please leave me a comment. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!